right now. All right, cool. So here I am. We are going to analyze a property that Sam and Amanda have. And this training in this video is so that you guys can get your kind of an idea of how I look at properties. So as you can see, I use the Renatus iOS. To simply add a property Renatus iOS, you just go quickly, you click here, add property up in the right-hand corner. So we have the property on Euclid, West Euclid in Stockton. And what I like to do, enter the information, and I always add, you can add comments here. So where did you get it? It was a referral. What kind of deal is this? We're not sure yet. It's a lead, and we're evaluating to make an offer, right? Now, if you guys also see Sam and Amanda, I always, I add in comments here. So I sent from Sam and Amanda 626. You put in the comments right here, right? The property is fully remodeled already because we've seen pictures, which you can also add the pictures into here. So if you guys see this right here, whenever you guys get pictures of a property, you add it into here, okay? So you can open a file and add actual pictures so I can see it, and it's here if you ever come across this property or when you follow up, you have all your notes here. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so fully remodeled. I think I know the girl, Michelle, that you guys spoke of, that you sent the email from, sent from Michelle Sanders, and we're, you know, evaluating to look at an offer, right? So we're saving that. So first thing I do is you click right here. It'll kind of give you the street view. I don't know why it's doing this. I think it might be on the other side.
I think so, because it's on the South San Joaquin Street. The address.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
845 South San Joaquin Street.
Oh, your guys' property is?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Must have got it from the wrong. What's the address again?
845 South San Joaquin Street.
All right, so maybe that was the wrong one. All right, so South San Joaquin Street. All right, so this is the property right here, and then they remodeled it, right?
Yeah, it's remodeled.
I've
Which
seen the
pictures they sent.
Okay. So.
And she said she just got under contract today.
All right, so they purchased it for $64,000 in 227. So you guys go to public information. It tells you who the owner's name is, tells you the owner's address, right? So you can tell the owner does not live there. How many bedrooms and how many bathrooms, right? So square feet, 3,000 square feet. What's a tax assessed? So they look like they bought it for $64,000. Okay. So like I said, would you resource? It's a referral. Fully remodeled. Sam and Amanda. So since you guys are part of this property, I'm gonna make you guys a manager of it, and I'm going to follow it. You see how I did that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the most important thing is about collecting data and real estate data is extremely important when it comes to property. So anything in data you have of a deal, you want to make sure you can record it so you understand and remember and you could refer back to it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and you see right here, we're going to go to comps right here. So this is 7 bedrooms. I don't think that's correct. I don't know why that's on there because you said it was a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom. Or 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom, right?
It's one big house.
But it's a duplex, right?
I haven't had a chance to look like what it is yet, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you guys want to make sure you guys are fully analyzing deals and then sending to me. I want you guys to go through the whole process. That's how you guys are going to get better. And then I want to be able to evaluate it. So this is the email you guys sent me. Buy and hold duplex for sale, newly renovated, and it is South San Joaquin. I don't know why I didn't. So if I look in the pictures, it looks remodeled. It looks nice, actually. I actually like it. Duplex. So it says asking 255, income is 2,000 a month in rent, will be raised $50 in July. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and a 3-bedroom, 1-bath.
Okay.
All utilities paid by tenants in contract and ready to assign. And as you can see, it says from Michelle. So I'm going to copy this and I am going to put it in the
notes.
notes. And I'm going to save it. So we know they're getting rent. We know they're going to raise it. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. So it's a 5-bedroom. I don't know where they're getting a 7. So we're going to go to the comps. So I like to do 3/4 of a mile, sold within 180 days, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. I do active, pending, and sold because then you'll see the ones are sold. We're going off of pending. It's going to show you where the market's at. So square feet, it is 2,000. So this is kind of a funky property because we're not getting a lot from it. So then what I do, let me see, let me go a mile out. So not getting anything. Okay, I go to flip comp. So flip comp pulls directly from the MLS, right? So you guys want to be using flip comp, which is also part of real flow. So it's 845 South San Joaquin Street, Stockton. My computer is going to help me out. And then I also like to look at Redfin and other ones because it's more of an art. You want to look at it as many different references as you can. That's how you're going to get your best evaluation. I will still go to Zillow. Okay, and then I also Google it so you guys can see what it looks like. So it's not the most desirable area, right? South San Joaquin. Now, when it comes to rentals, I also look at rentalmeter.com. What this is going to show you is the comparables as far as rent goes. So we want to verify. We trust what they say, but we always verify. So Stockton, she says she's getting $900 of rent for a 2-bedroom. If we analyze that, the average is $1,000 a month. Okay, so average is $1,000 a month for a 3-bedroom. So that's why her rent's a little low. So I'm gonna write that down: $1,200 for the 3-bedroom and $1,000 for the 2-bedroom. And so we're gonna look, and then you can go and zoom in here. Here's your subject property. So as you can see, rents are a little low. We can raise rents a little bit. All right, so we're gonna go back to flip comp. All right, so you come up here, you go ahead and look through your filter. We want to look at 3 bedrooms. We want to look at 2 baths. I want to take my square footage down a little bit because there's probably not a lot that big. And then we did a 2-mile radius. Let's do a mile, 180 days back. Large 3-bedroom house. So it looks like what they did is they probably split this property because it shows you the last MLS listing is a large 3-bedroom house. So he bought it free, it's cash, free and clear, absentee owner, right? You guys see that?
Yeah.
See, it sold for $59,000. It sold for $64,000 on February 2017. So about a year and a half ago, sold for 64. So I'm gonna go and click on comps. Now, as you can see right here, our subject properties right here. Over here, if you click on it, it's a 6-bedroom, 3-bath house. and it's pending for 290. Okay. This one is active, 290. This one over here, 3,000, 300,000 pending. So we can go to details on it, take a look at it. It's a commercial building, so that's probably not going to work. We go down. You got one for 279 over here. Let's look at the details. It is 2 units, 3 bedrooms, 1,200. Doesn't say, it's 279. Okay, so we're just looking, trying to get as much details as we can. This one sold for 325 about 6 months ago. Interesting. This one's a little tougher to comp out. This one's for sell by owner. So if you look on Redfin, it's for sell by owner. It's active. Been on Redfin 40 days. It says it's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath. See that? So that's why you want to look at all these different things, because you're gathering information. When this one's telling us it's a 7-bedroom, 2-bath, it's a typo, right? So that's why we like to look at all different angles of it. So it's a duplex, and there's not a lot around it. This is not a straight up comparable one. So, I was looking at it. Let's see. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's see here. We got to go out further. 175, 295, 265, 250. So this is an 8-bedroom, 5-bath, 5-bedroom, 4-bath. So as you can see, I'm not seeing the evaluation she's seeing. 310, or she was asking 250, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she said the ARV is 310.
Yeah. So it's a single family house. This one's a little bit tougher to analyze. Going off the rent as well. If she's only producing like $2,000 a month, you usually want the 1% rule, right? Basically the 1% rule. Let me see if I can get this thing to work. %1 of rent. Okay. So if it's $2,000 a month in rent, you want to be around $200,000 on the purchase price. It's kind of what it is, 1% rule. That's just a quick and dirty way for these rentals. But you always want to make sure you're covering PITI, which is principal, interest, taxes, insurance. It's the minimum. And then you have management and expenses. So these are the things you have to look for to make sure it covers this. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So I'm just going to say I don't think it's worth much more than 250 just because of what I'm seeing. It's very vague. So 4-bedroom, 4-bath right here. So for 325, 300, 290. This is the same. 279. So you can see that it's all over the place, right? And when it's like this, I just like to be safe. I probably wouldn't pay more than 250 for sure. I would actually want to be around 200, 225. So let's just look at it. So if we're going to analyze it, you go to Deal Analyzer. I like to, let me see, let me go to that one page. So if you guys can see, did you guys, no, this is a different one. All right. So let's just say for example purposes, it's worth 250. You don't need any repair costs. And we're going to go ahead and say this is how much the property taxes are per month. Your utilities, she said all the tenants pay their own utilities. Okay. Let's just say you wanted at 200,000. We're just going to implement this so we can get some numbers and then we can play with that. This is if you're getting a hard money loan, 200,000, 10%, 2 points. It's going to allocate your payment. And then when it comes down to purchase it. So this is if you're looking at it as a flip, right? We're going to buy it. We're going to flip it. We're not going to hold it. $20,000 might not be bad, right? Now, what we're looking at also if it's a buy and hold. So let's do this. I haven't played with this buy and hold analysis much, but let's try it out. So we're going to do, it's going to be a buy and hold. So let's say the purchase price is, she's asking 250,000, right?
Yeah.
I would say the current as is, let's just say 250. Percentage last sale price was, what do you say, 64,000.
Yeah, 64.
And I think it was February 2017.
Yeah, it was February.
We're financing it. Down payment, I was just going to say we're going to do 10% through our hard money lender. Escrow is usually 2. Title insurance, boom. Okay, this will be 1. Home inspection, we'll get 400. Let's just say 500 for any miscellaneous fees. We're going to click next. Financing option, we're doing interest only. We said 250, so it'd be 225. It would be 250 because we raise it. Interest only 12 months. Interest rate is 10%. We're only going to hold it for 6 months because that's basically what renders if you're going to refinance it, what it would look like. They typically want to look at 6 months when it comes to rentals before you could refinance it. We're doing a hard money loan to acquire it. If we wanted to keep it, we would go ahead and refinance out. Now, they only refinance up to 80%, so you need to be aware of that. So you have to analyze your numbers off of that. So rent per month, she's getting 1,900 right now. Vacancy, I'm going to say it's very low right now. Annual rent increase, I would say it's 1.5. Income increase, property management fee, let's just say 10% because we want to be careful. Your maintenance is going to be low because they just remodeled it. Property taxes is, we say $100 a month. Insurance, say it's 150. On utility costs, say $50 or $100. We got, so they pay all their gas, water, right? All their utilities.
Yes.
All right, let's look at it now. So now you had it, it's gonna download this. So now it's gonna break it down. Total capital committed, 35,000. You can see it breaks everything down for you. So your total operating expense is $481. Your net operating income is $13,000. Your financing is $2,083 a month. You'd be negative cash flow every month, $712. So is that a good deal or a bad deal?
Bad deal.
Right. So you want to work it out. I'm going to do one more property, and then this will be all good to go. So we're going to look at a property. This one in Euclid I was working on. I thought this was your guys' for some reason. So we're going to evaluate it. We're going to do the same thing. Within 7 miles, 180 days. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You can see, you want to make sure you're careful of these. North Pershing is a major road, right? So we want to make sure we're aware of that. And you can select these comps. And what's going to happen is you're going to come down here and you're going to see the ones that it was allocated for. So you have a 4-bedroom here. This one's a little high. You can see I allocated it and it gave me about an average selection of 293 bucks or 293,000. You see that?
Yes.
And then it'll show you right here. Then I go to flip comp and I do the same thing we showed you earlier. Now, if we're going to analyze the deal, we got the ARV, right? Now it's going to look like, let's see, 1-page analyzer, like we said. I don't know anything about this property, so we're just going to use it for example purposes. Now, it says right here your ARV is 293,000. We're going to estimate it needs 35,000 in costs, and we're going to say we want to purchase it for 175 until we figure out how long. I usually do 4 months for holding, just to be careful. And these are typically $50 each a month. Now we're going to finance how much? So if it's 175 and plus 35,000 in repairs, how much are we going to finance?
So it'd be 175 minus 35,000. So it would be
The amount that we actually need to get.
So what's 175 plus 35,000?
So I was asking. So it's going to be 210,000.
210 or 215? No, you're 210, right?
Yeah.
So I always put 5,000 more to see how much the payment's going to be. So you see how the payment is 1,800 bucks a month. Or if you just take 1,800 times 4, 7,200. So we would actually make this probably like 225 because we always want to have a little extra money.
okay.
Okay, and then I always 1%. This is about right. 1%, 1 plus 1,000 bucks, 500. My realtor, it cost me about 4,000. Okay, 1% to title. No staging costs. Well, I am keeping staging costs in there now. Marketing costs, no. My agent's going to do that for me. If you see, it breaks all that down. You have your annual taxes. It's going to be 100 bucks a month. 1,500 for insurance. Let's just say that's going to be 1,800. Okay, take us 4 months. The money we raise is 225 at 2 points and 10%, which it allocates it right here. Tells us our monthly payment. If I come down, purchase price 175, 35,000 in repairs, 12,000 in financing, $1,600 holding costs. Estimated $48,000 in profit. All right. So this is way you guys can go ahead and look at properties, work the numbers, play with it, get interested, get great at running numbers so that it comes second nature. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording. Boom.